Hello, YouTube. I am back. It is May 2020. Finally, we're in May. Hopefully, the lockdown's over in a couple of days. I'm hoping. And we're starting a month off with movies from A to Z. Yes, every movie I'm reviewing is going to have a letter from the alphabet, starting from A all the way to Z. So, 26 reviews. Let's get started because we have a long way to go. First, we start with the letter A, of course, and it's a DC animated movie. Hintity hint hint from I think like 2011 or something. Yeah, 2011, and it's one of the darkest of the DC movies. Saying considering the character, All Star Superman. Yeah, I finally got. I'm gonna review this one. Now this is a dark movie. Don't be fooled by the cover. Like this movie is basically Man of Steel, but without all the destruction of the city. Basically, this movie is Superman is dying, and he's trying to live his last days. And tell Lois that he's gonna eventually die, and that's the basic premise. But let me read the back. Fueled by hatred and jealousy, Lex Luthor masterminds an elaborate plot to kill the Man of Steel, as always, and it works. Poised by solar radiation, Superman is dying. With weeks to live, he fulfills his life's dream, especially revealing his true identity to Lois. Usually, he likes doing that. Until Luthor proclaims his ultimate plan to control the world with no alien hero to stop him. Powers fading, Superman engages in a spectacular, deadly battle with Luthor that could truly trigger the end of Earth's greatest protector. This startling and gripping DC Universe animated original movie stars the voices of James Denton as Superman, Anthony LaPaglia, he's all right as Lex Luthor, Christina Hendricks, yeah, gorgeous woman from Mad Men as Lois, and Ed Asner. Yeah, and that's it. That's the synopsis in a nutshell. This movie's only 76 minutes long. It goes by quick. It's PG-13 because there's blood, there's some sensuality, some language, and it's pretty, brutal for an animated movie. So if your kids are gonna watch this, you have to make sure they know what they're getting into because this is not happy Superman. This is him dying. I also like Lois's costume in the movie. Spoiler alert! Yeah, she gets a costume. It looks really cool. And yeah, I was very surprised how well this movie's done. It didn't make me cry like the death of Superman because I knew what was going to happen at the end. That hit me harder because I read that comic when I was a kid and it affected me. And yeah, also there's other characters in the movie. You have Frances Conroy as Martha. Yes, Martha, the one that was mentioned in BVS. Linda Cardellini as Nostalthia. Yeah, I never heard of her. The character. Kathy Cavadini as Floral, Cat Grant. She's the voice of Blossom from the original Powerpuff Girls. Steve Bloom as Atlas, General Sam Lane. You have Oba Babatunde as Judge. Chris Cox as lead agent. Is that the guy from Daredevil? No, no, that's another guy. That's Charlie Cox. Got a massive cast here. You have Arnold Vazu as Bar-El. You have Fred Tescurori as Kroll. Kevin Michael Richardson as Steve Lombard. And Fionella Hughes as Lilo. And Matthew Gray Gubler as Jimmy Olsen. Yeah, the film, it goes at a fast pace. You know where you're getting. It does have a lot of color though, unlike Man of Steel, where like they suck all the color out of it, and I don't like the look of the movie, and the cinematography is awful, and the CG just bothers me. Here, it's hand drawn animation. It's very well done. It's artistic. The score is really good. It has a lot of atmosphere, and even when Superman dies, you know he's going to come back because the next movie he comes back. So it's really like death is just an inconvenience in these movies. Usually a hero comes back. The reception, IGN gave the Blu-ray a 7 out of 10, praising the visuals but stating that there are too many threads, too many characters, and too many detours. Yeah, I agree with that. That's one of the major problems of the film, that it's so short that they have to cram so much in such a limited time. And I'm like, they could have made it like an hour and a half or an hour and 40. Not 2.5 hours, but flesh out the characters or just don't put them in the movie. I think Wonder Woman is also in this movie as well. Um, I think she makes a cameo. Solaris is in it. No, she's in the yes, Superwoman. Yeah, that's Christina Hendricks. Yeah, and it says that that amount to much in the end. They also criticize some of the changes for the adaptation. I haven't read the comics for this. I did read the comic for Death of Superman. I have it in my room, But I don't care what they change. They're going to be changes, and liberties are going to be met. Specifically, those which involve Superman killing or allowing others to die. Well, it's a movie. Kids are going to watch this, even though it's PG-13. It's animated, so kids are going to watch this. But concluded by calling the film a highly enjoyable picture. Yeah, it's very deep. It You have to know what you're getting into if you're going to see this movie, either by yourself or with your kids. Because even though it's DC and animated, it's not a it's not the animated series from the '90s. This is way darker, and it's more adult, which is something I like. Sometimes I want my DC movies to be taken seriously, like Joker or The Dark Knight or uh, the 1989 Batman. Not everything needs to be, colorful, but sometimes it works. In this, it works. In Man of Steel, sucking the color out of the movie, that's not good. That's just soulless and boring. And after seeing Solo, I'm like, yeah, I'm not reviewing that this month. I never want to see a movie without color again, unless it's a black and white film. Stop sucking the color out of a movie because it makes the movie unbearable and unappealing and uninspired. But here, this movie works, and it's darker tone and more adult feel, and the voice acting is fantastic. The emotions, they put more emotions into the cartoons than some people do on live in front of a camera. Kristen Stewart, um, yes, that's why she's never done voice acting because she can't act. But Christina Hendricks is great, sexy voice, very very beautiful woman in real life. The Paglia, he's okay. He's Australian, but they always usually cast a foreigner to play Lex Luthor, except for live action. We've had Kevin Spacey, Gene Hackman, Jesse Eisenberg, unfortunately, and even John Cryer does a great job as in Supergirl. He's a great Lex Luthor. But and of course Michael Rosenbaum is Luther in Smallville. Yeah, he's great. I thought he was fantastic. So what I've seen so far, but this is a good movie. If you want to start off the month of May and want to see a DC movie that's not 2 hours, this is good. It's short and sweet, and it's powerful storytelling. So anyway, that's my short review of All Star Superman. Really dark and deep, and it works. It's very very atmospheric, and you get what you pay for. And I will be reviewing more DC movies in the future. And hopefully later today, I'm going to do a podcast with my friend. Hopefully, if it all goes well, we're doing Ant-Man and the Wasp. We're doing a live commentary for that because we didn't do one a couple years ago. So, but this review is about All Star Superman. Give it a watch. It's worth your time, and it's fun for when it can be the action and the storytelling. But it's so dark, so remember that. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take care. Thanks for sticking with my channel. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm here to stay. I want to entertain you guys no matter what. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. See you later.